Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal Public Affairs program. I'm Gerry Williams. Join me now for part 2 of my conversation with Lady Salomey of Ezra Wellness. It's Proven Ways for Healthy Living, where she's talking about the subject of losing weight. That's happening now on the WIHS Journal. It's News and Public Affairs. You mentioned free radicals a moment ago. What are free radicals?
If a cell loses an electron and the electron is walking around without any cell bonding to it, it needs another electron to make it a whole. Let's say even water, like you have H2O, you have 2 hydrogens and an oxygen to make water. So let's say it dissociates and the oxygen is walking around by itself. It's free. So that when it's free, that means it could react with anything that it come around. In that state, it's more dangerous for you to react with anything in your body. That is why antioxidants, what they do is that they kind of calm these free radicals so that we don't have these free electrons walking around in the body.
And antioxidants, good sources are here like blueberries and
colored vegetables. Normally have your antioxidant. That is why they say eat like the rainbow, because more you eat color, the more you have the antioxidants in there. So let's say you want to eat every day, you want to make sure you have some colors. I always love red cabbage and any vegetable with color. Have more of that.
Any encouraging words for someone out there that every year, because the reason why I'm here is because it's a big thing every beginning of a new year. A lot of people that are struggling with obesity and want to lose weight, they rush off and they join a gym, and then in a few weeks later they're off of the gym membership and they're frustrated and they just revert back to their old habits. So any encouraging words for someone who really wants to make a serious start but they feel hopeless?
What I want to say is that weight loss is not a competition. You're not competing with anybody. And because this is something that you want to do, you want to take care of your health, you want to find your why. And that is number one. Because if you identify why you want to do anything, it makes it easier. Because anytime you get discouraged, you go back to it. Why did I start this thing in the first place? And then you get the motivation again. Because, let's say you were a mom or you were a grandmom, or let's say you were a dad, but you cannot run around with the kids anymore. You wish that you could get up and go with the kids, follow them to their soccer and things like that. And if your children are your why that you want to lose weight, you really have a good reason. Or if it's your health.
Yes.
Let's say you've been diagnosed with something that you really know that now I don't have an option, I need to lose weight. So then when you identify your why, that will be your motivation. Anytime you tend to slack, you think about that, and please write it down. The Habakkuk said, the vision, make it plain, write it down. And write your why. If you have to paste it on your fridge in the house, do it, because that is your motivation. And after you discover that, I will say start with food. Because if you're overweight, your joints are hurting.
Right.
Your hip is hurting, your back is hurting. Nobody will go to the gym and keep it up. You can't do it. Start with food. And what I would say, where do you start with food? Eliminate wheat. I will say it, wheat. Because studies keep showing that there is a lot of gluten sensitivity out there. Those of us that we don't think we are gluten sensitive. I never thought I'm gluten sensitive. But when I stop eating it, anytime I eat wheat now, I get a headache.
Wow.
So now I know I'm sensitive, but I did not know. So how would you know? You stop eating it. I would say give yourself 6 weeks. Take it out. And if you want to try to see whether you're sensitive, bring it back after 6 weeks and see how your body responds to it. And when I'm talking about wheat, I'm talking about your bread, your crackers, your donuts, your muffins. Take them out. And when you start with wheat, you start there, do that, and then try and add vegetable. Let's say you don't eat vegetable at all. When you take wheat out this week, the following week, introduce vegetable. You could start with, let's say, lunch or dinner, wherever you want to put the vegetable. And then you bring it in, a little bit at a time. little bit at a time. And I do have videos on how you lose the 10 pounds in a week. So when you check out my channel, you'll find exactly how to do it. But I'm saying, don't beat yourself up. Let's say you go down today, pick yourself up the next day, and just keep going. Don't lose hope.
Yeah.
And you don't have to feel guilty that you were not able to hold it up. The main goal that I always say is that you always decide that even when I fall down, I will get up again and get this thing done.
Yeah.
Whilst you're looking at your wife.
You know, you mentioned wheat, which reminded me, you said eliminate the wheat. Mm-hmm. For so many years, we heard that you want to eat wheat bread. You want to eat wheat. All things wheat. And then you start hearing, no, not wheat, not this, not that. So many
confusion
times I've heard, stay away from things that for years was thought to be good for us. And
the only thing now is
and wheat is one of them.
You see, Brother Gerry, they were thinking that there's a lot of people. They need to feed us. So they went to work. Science. They found ways to increase things. And anytime, like you say, when they're going to mess it up with things, then it becomes an issue. Because, they were looking that, there's a lot of people. They're thinking about feeding us, but weren't thinking about the effect on our health. So now, this wheat have been genetically modified so much that right now it yields more crops. Now it's more, it's stretchy. When you eat it, you could eat so much of it. And studies is showing that when you eat wheat, it behaves in your head like you've taken opioids. It sticks to the same places that when you take opioids, it will stick to. And you become addicted to wheat. You cannot just have one slice of pizza. You have to eat 2 and 3 and 4. You see what I mean?
I'm a witness.
So that is why I'm saying that if you're really struggling with your weight, you eliminate wheat. Yeah. And you will call me and say, Lady Salomey, you said it.
Yes.
Wheat. And I'm just giving you 6 weeks. Let's do it for 6 weeks.
All right. And folks, before you go to the gym and start, putting your joints and your knees under stress, start off with food.
That's it. Start off with food before you go pay any money out there. Because when you start now, we are in January, February, March, April. When you start eating healthy, by April, you see the weight would have been coming off and you could start going for a walk.
Yeah.
And you have all that spring, summer, fall to walk before winter comes again. So you don't even have to pay money for gym this year. Put it all into food.
Start feeling light and springy the spring.
That's it.
Well, God bless you. Thank you, Lady Salomey, as always. Looking forward to talking to you again and to learn about something else.
Yes.
Ezra Wellness, proving
ways to healthy living.
Proven ways to healthy living. God bless you and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Brother Gerry. Always nice to talk to you.
If you would like more information about what you heard today, call WIHS 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049. The opinions expressed are those of the participants, not necessarily of those of the staff or management of the station. I'm Gerry Williams for the WIHS Journal. It's news and public affairs.